fourth episode of The Last of Us Remastered. Once again, whiskey infused talk about metal and all that stuff. Pardon me for being a little bit late here of my promised
Hey, look at
schedule,
that.
but
Yep.
had
What'd I
to
tell you, huh?
take care of some of the Rauta related video material.
Business as usual,
Scheduling video and all that stuff.
When I was with Henry, I took out
But
a couple
let's
of
get
infected
this
zones.
game going and get into the mood for
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah.
And welcome to the stream of metal and whiskey.
What was this place like without infected?
Just give me a holler in case
Can't even imagine.
you can comment, so I know that the comments are working. There has been previously some problems with the comments.
Oh yeah.
How did you two end up together?
Oh, a friend of mine, Marlene, asked me to take her to Santa Yeah, well, now I'm just bossing around. Isn't that right, Joel?
Just let me know if you can send a comment. I don't know if this is working or bugging like this has been for a while. Seems like people are coming and going. Nobody cares to see a few years old game stream, which is kind of understandable. Salutations, Cosmic. Nice to see that people are actually online and the comments are working. I was picking, basically asking if people would send a test comment, because as you might have noticed earlier, sometimes the comment section is not working properly. But it seems probably some random dudes or dudettes coming by and to see, oh, this is the old fart again playing this game. But then again, I really am not here to please random viewers. It's just those who are looking for random game stream, proper game stream.
You're gonna want to stay
Well,
away
they're
from
gonna
those.
get disappointed
It's
in
not like it is in
Rauta
the
streams
zone.
anyway.
These are wild. This is a good spot.
So let me see, I have actually... Hello, Alex. Hello, young fart. Let's see. I'm supposed to Oh, interesting news. I don't know how interesting it is, but a new puppy came to the house today. I kid you not. So that's about how interesting it is at the moment. So lost like 3 pets in 6 months. Now it's time to get a new one in, right? Other than that, it's been pretty basic week. Normal at the job, listening to some new albums. Obviously, that's nothing new as such, and I have had some good ones and some bad ones. So it's been a pretty normal week. I've been reading about some of the news happening in the States regarding the Floyd case, which we no Alex, not pups, 2 cats actually, and they were more than 10 years old. I just pets, I mean 3 pets in 6 months. Buried 2 of them in our yard, and 1 cat just vanished like almost 2 weeks ago, and haven't seen that white cat, the one that you might have seen in some of the older and review videos. Um, you know, being on the background. No, nothing kidnapped, nothing that dramatic. I'll recap it in case you want. Basically, one dog had tumors just before Christmas, and it got a seizure or something, so it had to be put down. You know. So quite old dog, but not that old. So it was basically a cancer thing coming, and that dog unfortunately had to go. And the other cat was killed probably by a beaver. That was doctors, the veterinarians guess that it got too badly mutilated or something. Probably by a beaver, but might have been a lynx also. I've been informed by our neighbor that there are lynx nearby. So that cat got killed by another wild animal. So had to bury that one on the lawn as well. And now the second cat just disappeared some 2 weeks ago. Hello, Castle Observer. Nice to have you here. Hello, Greg. Nice to have you here. And about Floyd, indeed. There must so much shit been going on with that case. I mean, people have been saying that he was a criminal, he was a crook, he was a bad man, and all that stuff. Be it as it may, I still don't approve or respect or anything like that when it comes to random violence, police by otherwise. And hello, LeBlanc. Nice to have you here on stream. Still no Sims coming your way, unfortunately so. But yeah, things seems to be really crazy still in the United States. For the rest of the world, I think it's more or less business as usual. For example, here in Finland, it seems Corona has been going off. That means that, as of 1st of June, restaurants and pubs are open with some restrictions. But at least you can go and get a fine meal, dinner, or whatever you like. So things are going
What
for...
is this?
Oh, this is an ice
Going
cream
for the
truck.
better.
An ice cream truck?
Yeah, Henry told me about these. They sell ice cream out of the
But
truck.
still,
What?
lots of events
No way,
like
Joel.
metal fests cancelled. So things are not exactly normal, but at least it seems that Finnish summer is not totally ruined by this COVID thing.
We'll shoot on sight.
I hope so, LeBlanc. I think everybody
They had a lot of loot.
deserves a fair chance to enjoy
You remember any of that, Joel? I was just 5 when the
summertime.
My memory's pretty hazy, but I remember living in a neighborhood just like this.
What do you remember?
Barbecues. Parents, they would throw these crazy big barbecues, invite a ton of people.
You know the dialogue
Smell more than anything.
at the moment in the game. It's like they're talking about this day. People used to throw those barbecue parties and invite people over. Yeah, that was the normal thing to do, but with the new normal, zombies and epidemics and all that shit, it's in the past now. So sometimes these games or other dystopic visions can really kind of predict the future. Yes, that's the point. I think one of the powerlifting guys basically summed up like lift heavy objects, push heavy objects, have sex, and enjoy life. Can't really sum it up better than that. I mean, be healthy, enjoy your loved ones, and you know,
Get out!
stuff like that.
Fucking sniper.
Yeah, Cosmic, and the good thing about
Somewhere down the
Apocalypse is that
Right now. I'll
you
stay
could basically barbecue
Before
human
you
meat
start,
during
I need
the
you guys to
Apocalypse
keep him
days.
busy. I'm gonna go around and see if I can't get the angle on him.
Okay. Hey, be careful.
Greg, I'll get back to that as soon as I have survived the scene here. You know, I'm messing with the buttons because I was playing Gears 5. To be honest, powerlifting is not that popular in the black metal. I mean, most black metal people, believe it or not, most people are just drunks. That's how it goes.
Think you're going?
Okay, not gonna get the motherfucker from here.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, nothing of interest here.
Come on, do it again.
So yeah, most people, at least in Finland, when it comes to black metal, not exactly, you know, doing powerlifting. It's
He's out of.
what the fuck? And this is how I start my game.
You're gonna burn.
Yes, it's Manowar indeed. But most people in metal don't even understand Manowar or the importance of Manowar, even though they should. I mean, Manowar is the real deal.
That hurt.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Where'd you go?
Hello, Based. Oh, this gun is not very effective.
Where'd you go, you fucking chicken shit?
Mwah! Indeed, this is a great game. I'll get back to you as soon as I have taken care of some of these enemies. Now it seems like
You're going.
I have hard time beating these enemies.
Get him, boys! Where'd you go?
Guess you want to do this the hard way.
But considering like how many people are saying about this elitism thing, how, you know, if you remember how it was with the band War, you know, the Swedish black metal band, how it was, I am elite, you know, things like that. And then these guys can barely, you know, carry a case of beer. So how does that exactly make sense, you know? It's all this talk about we're the elite, we're there to conquer the world and kick some Christian ass. And these guys are just drunk punks, you know? So sometimes it makes me wonder, like, how they back up their stories about, or views of being elite.
I see you!
Just normal working dudes with, you know, beer bellies and all that stuff. Not really achieving big things in life. Not making money, not
You're gonna burn out buildings.
strong or anything like that. But the talk is like, yeah, I'm the elite. So sometimes it makes me feel like so much talk, not so much.
Faces again.
Not so much anything else.
Get him, boys! Keep hiding, sucker! Show those cute faces again!
That's a weird way to for this gun to actually.
Son of a bitch!
This gun didn't even move and it was basically shooting me. Like, okay, what? So yeah, I guess I'm a little cynical once again about how this elite black metal works for people, you know, like how some people just want to be that elite so badly. But there isn't really anything elite about going on. If that's an unofficial fan page, I would like to know what is an official fan page. I mean, bands like Moi, would they even have an official fan page? Because it really would sound strange if they did. It's weird because I knew there was a guy, but I couldn't prepare for it. Boom, motherfucker. Is this the one when I try to say, din, 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 another one bites the dust. Din, din, din. You know what? Sometimes it's really stupid with black metal. As much as I love the genre and the bands and all that stuff, it's just so many bands, you know, black metal bands, just cover other black metal bands. As if they don't have the balls to just, you know, cover something else.
Come on, guys.
Which, then again, would be quite cool if they did. Because, let's say, a typical black metal band covering a Marduk. They're not gonna do Marduk song better than Marduk themselves. But they might be doing great homage to some other band if they decided to cover that band. Sorry, Greg. I didn't see if there was comments before Greg's comment, but this game is only on PS4 and PS3. This is Sony exclusive, so it's not available on PC at all. And as such, I'm playing this on. I'm playing PS4 only when I stream. At least for the time being. Yeah, I'm not saying that there are not bands that can do proper covers, but it really makes not much of a sense when, for example, Norwegian black metal from the 90s covers some other Norwegian band from the 90s.
Heads up!
Or if you have heard that Battery tribute album from, I think,
Oh, that
early
was
2000
intense.
something,
You all right, Sam?
when
Yeah, I'm
lots
okay.
of Norwegian black metal
Thanks,
bands,
Joel.
I mean name bands already back then, were
Look at
covering
this.
Battery, like Emperor was
All
covering
right.
We
Battery's A
did it.
Fine Day to Die and songs like that. To be honest, most
should
of them
move.
couldn't play
All
at the
right.
level of Battery,
Sam!
you know?
Henry!
Sam, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
But some of
Come
them
on!
did quite nice
move!
tributes, for example, that Emperor song.
No.
You're okay.
Still here. Anybody hurt?
No, we're good.
I think it's time we quit this place. Come on.
Let's go.
And sometimes bands do themselves a kind of a bad favor when they cover a band that is already better than their own material. Say a typical band covering some
Tom's
classic
birthday.
song from
That's all he wanted to
The
do.
Mysteries of Satanus by Mayhem.
Rent 2 Harleys and drive across
And
country.
they are not able to do their own songs
I could die
as
happy
good.
if I could just ride one around the
Or
loop.
band covering, say, a song from classic
was it like?
Burzum albums. It's gonna make them just
Good.
look bad
You're good.
because their own songs
Good.
are not,
Can you believe this guy? Come on, man, give me
to
details.
the
Describe
same
it.
level of
You know
songs.
what? You
Like there
two
was this
deserve a little privacy.
Finnish
No,
band
Ellie. This isn't just
which
any
did
regular motorcycle,
last
okay?
year
You get on
their
that bad
debut
boy, you
album.
feel that
I
engine?
can't get it
Nothing
right
like
now
it.
in my head, but I
Oh,
will
yeah, how
later
would
on.
you know?
Anyway, they
Seen it in
covered
my dreams.
Battery's Home of One's Grave as the last track of
Okay.
the album. While I loved the track by Battery, they didn't do it as good as Battery. And on top of that, that was still way
I don't
better
think anyone from my
than any
group is
of
gonna
their
show
own
up.
tracks. So my point being, if you're gonna do a
Worst
cover
part about
track,
it all,
one
it's
should,
finding it's a Sam.
probably select something different and make that as their own.
Well,
As a metal band,
it's safe to say
black metal band,
those
for
two have
instance,
officially
should be
bonded.
something else than just another black metal
What are you
song.
doing?
And it would make sense.
Taking
And it
stock
would
of all the food we found today.
probably turn for the
I see.
favor of the band. Like, for example, when
How are we
Carpathian
doing
Forest
on
did
canned
the Kier
peaches?
cover, A Forest, which was also now
Did Henry
done
send you?
by Behemoth. I haven't heard that
No.
version anyway, but you get the idea.
Why would Henry send me?
To make sure I'm not fucking up somehow.
That's unfortunately true,
I'd say
casual
we all did
observer.
pretty good back there. Especially you.
When Burzum did that re-recording album
Is everything all right?
some 10 years ago,
Yeah, everything's fine.
maybe less, featuring some Burzum classics,
Okay.
it wasn't as good as the original versions,
Well,
which is usually the case.
have a good
I
night.
remember Manowar
How is it that you're never
um,
scared?
doing their
Who says that I'm not?
debut album or something like
What are you
as
scared
a
of?
re-recording, or when Dimmu Borgir decided to do Stormblast
Let's see.
all over again. Most fans are not gonna like it.
Scorpions are
I
pretty
was
creepy.
totally fine with it, but I get
Um,
it what that, and I
being by
guess
myself?
most people are not happy about it.
I'm scared of ending up alone. What about you?
Those things out there. What if the people are still inside?
What I think about why
What if
it's
they're trapped in there
useless
without any
for
control of their
Behemoth
body?
to do that,
Scared of that happening.
the
to me.
forest, or is it a forest? Anyway,
Okay.
by Kier, is that
First of
it
all,
was
we're a team now.
already done
Okay, we're
by
gonna help each other
Carpathian
out. And
Forest some
second,
20 years ago. So I don't
they might
think it
still
was
look like
that good
people,
of
but
idea.
that person
I mean, if
is
they want to
not
do a
in there
Kier
anymore.
cover, pick just any other song
Henry
from
says
the
that they've
whole
moved on. That they're
discography.
with their families, like in heaven.
So picking up some
Do you
song
think
that is
that's
already
true?
covered by a black metal band decades
I go
ago
back and forth.
doesn't really make sense.
I mean, I'd like to believe it.
But you don't.
I guess not.
Yeah. Me neither.
Oh. All the serious talk. I almost forgot. There. If he doesn't know about it, he can't take it away.
So what are you people drinking now?
All right.
Whiskey, beer,
pooped.
coffee, energy drinks,
I'll see you
water,
tomorrow.
your own piss? Don't say you're drinking nothing.
Damn.
Beer and
That
vodka.
smells
That's a
good.
good choice.
Good morning.
Where's Sam?
What kind
Let
of
him
beer
sleep
are you
in for
having, by the
once.
way?
Oh.
Well, if you want him to join us, you can go wake his ass up.
I like your style, Arve.
Okay.
La Blonde, milk. What the serious fuck? At least you're honest,
Sam?
that is, but still. I mean, it's
The hell? Shit, he's turning!
it's like almost midnight. Where are you? What's Ocean Göster?
That's my fucking brother! Screw it!
Shit.
Really? Are you alright?
Oh my god.
Sam?
Oh no.
Sam?
How hot it is right
Henry?
there. Where you live?
Stay
Cosmic?
here. Henry,
What have you done?
I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Oh, okay, easy.
It's your fault.
This is nobody's fault, Henry.
It's all your fault.
Henry! Henry, no!
Oh my god.
Now see what happens because if you drink milk. La Blonde, that guy got killed. Yeah, Cosmic, good you made a point, it's 93 Fahrenheit. We was like, 93 Celsius, what the fuck, these guys are boiling. Coke, Zero, and water. Alright.
Jackson County.
Yes, sir, thank you for
Means we're close
clearing
to
that out
Jackson
for me.
City, right?
Should be more than a few miles.
You ready to see dear old brother?
I'm just ready to get there.
I think
Nervous?
it's something like 40 plus in Celsius. Yeah. So it's fucking hot anyway. Or at least close to 40. Alright, thanks for checking that out. I think 100 Fahrenheit is something like 37. You know, the human temperature. Typical human temperature, that is. No fever and all. I remember being in near Las Vegas in 2013 when it was like 50
follow the
Celsius.
river. It'll
So
lead us straight to
way
Tommy's.
more than
Come on.
100 degrees Fahrenheit. It was fucking hot. I mean, we Finns do have our own sauna and stuff, but it's one thing to go to sauna and you know it's gonna be hot than to
What happened
go
between you
outside
two?
and
What do you mean?
You and Tommy. You're not together, so clearly something went down.
We just had a bit of a disagreement, that's all.
Ah, here we go. So what was
And
it
then
about?
have it.
Tommy saw
like
the
that.
world one way, I saw it the other.
And that's why he joined the Fireflies.
I think I saw
And
Larry
your friend
Wheels.
Marlene
You know, the big
promised him hope. That
power
kept him
lifter,
busy for a while,
bodybuilding
but
guy
just like Tommy, he
doing
eventually quit
deadlifts.
that
That's
too.
just
How was
today.
it? Last time
And
you saw him.
there was something like 50 Celsius.
I believe his last words to me were, I don't ever want to see your goddamn face again.
Yeah, humidity.
But he's gonna help us?
That's really
We're gonna
exhausting.
find out.
Well, with or without his help, we'll get there.
Let's just keep going.
Also, a couple of years ago in Vietnam, we were traveling there with the family. It was something like maybe 36, 35, something like that in Celsius.
Whoa, what's that?
Right there's a hydroelectric power plant.
And there was humid as fuck also.
It uses the
And
river's movement.
I remember when
and,
we went to
turns it
the
into
jungle,
electricity.
I started to imagine myself
know
like
what
a
it is, I
Vietnam
don't know
War
how it does it.
soldier from the United States and all.
Right?
Just to get the feeling like how it must have been when they were during the war.
Well, that gets us halfway. If we get the other one up, we'll make it across.
I found something. So hang tight.
It's been so many years since I played this. The last time I have no idea how these places were back then. Or what the hell I'm looking at. I'm supposed to find something. So what do you guys think? How things in the United States will now go about with this Floyd case, people protesting, Trump going all crazy?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be chaos in case he doesn't get convicted. It doesn't even matter, you know, whether that thing was in any degree justified. I'm not saying it was, by the way, but I mean, because people will want that blood. But I don't, to be honest, I don't know if that soothes people down at all. I mean, if he's not, I mean, if he's convicted, because to be honest, COVID is still out there, and that alone is, you know, causing so much stress, you know, with unemployment, lack of money, unable to travel, and all that stuff. So shit will be stirred no matter what. That's just how I am guessing.
Alright, I need you to...
I know.
No blood calls for blood.
Go and give it a spin.
Hey, be careful crossing that thing.
I will.
Teamwork.
That's a good point, Castle Observer, but you have to understand that this is way beyond just a single dead person, criminal or otherwise.
I'm so hungry.
I know.
It's
I
like
am
basically
too.
like saying
next
like,
squirrel I see, I'm
if
totally
you're an
shooting.
Get
average
past this place, then we can scrounge
black
up some food.
metalhead,
Well, if I starve,
you
you're
don't have to
responsible.
worry things about like NSPM and stuff like that. And while to some extent that's true, I'm sure that not all people are like, okay, yeah,
Should we head
true,
in?
we can
Ain't no way
forget
around.
some of those
Gonna have to cut through the plant.
toy Nazi bands. Because I mean, the real ones are still there. Doesn't mean that they're gonna do anything, but they're still there. And that's why they are Antifa and all that stuff, trying to make their point.
Don't even think about reaching for your weapon. Tell the girl to drop hers now.
Ellie? Do as the lady says.
Hey.
Please tell me you're lost.
Oh, we didn't know the place was occupied. We're just trying to make our way through.
Basically, I
Through to
think
where?
the
You're all right.
same thing is now
You know these
happening,
people?
just on a different
Know
scale
him.
than what happened in 1992.
He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Holy shit.
How you doing, baby brother?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Let me look at you. You get fucking old.
Easy. It's going to happen to you, too.
This is Maria. Be nice to her. She sort of runs things around here.
Ma'am, thanks for not blowing my head off.
Would have been embarrassing, considering you're my brother-in-law.
We all gotta get wrangled up at some point.
Ellie, right?
Yeah.
What brings you through here?
That's kind of a long story.
Why don't we bring him inside?
Yeah. You hungry?
Starving.
As you can see, this
False
game is
alarm! They're friendlies.
full of some interesting twists of drama, both good and bad.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought I'd find you in Jackson.
Been trying to bring the plant back to life.
We had it working before, but one of the turbines went south.
We have electricity, Joe. I had. We'll get her running again.
No way. You guys have horses.
We got a whole lot of them.
Hey, Tommy, give me a hand with this.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. He likes when you pet his ears. You ever ride one?
I actually have.
When have you ridden a horse?
Winston, this soldier back in the zone, he gave me lessons.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
There.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
No sweat. All right, let's continue the tour.
That's my point, Casual Observer. The point here is not that if the guy, or person, gal, whoever, is criminal or nice guy,
Still waiting on Hauser and the rest
but
of the boys.
when things go racially really bad, it's like, didn't you learn anything from 1940s?
All right, look, take it easy.
Sometimes, you know, I'm not the pessimistic guy, but sometimes people in general,
You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
It's my turn anyway. I'll go.
I'll come with you. Go with Maria.
sometimes I feel like humanity is
Come on,
just
Ellie. Let's give the boys some space.
creating
I'm
these
sending Tommy
problems
over. Stand by.
in a way
This will be the
that
sixth time of them
it
trying to
fucking
get the turbines
deserves
back
everything that's
online.
coming for them. Coming
Been here
from
just a week.
coming for
It
us,
feels like
that is.
forever. I got something for you. Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it. Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean,
I've said I'm good.
okay. Well, I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you. Privately.
Yeah, okay. Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
And while it certainly looked for a while that is COVID
I don't know what you heard. but you
is
should see
bringing
the town.
people
We're over 20 families
together
strong now.
and all that
It
stuff.
was Maria and her father. They set up this place with the idea of being
Well,
self-sustained. We got crops and livestock.
Homo homini lupus.
Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore?
People are like
We're doing
wolves
it.
What do you do for
to
protection?
each other.
The adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence. We plants up
You still gotta deal with infected though, right?
there. Who doesn't? But it's the world we live in.
Or maybe you don't have to be.
You sound like Marlene.
And wow, that's so true.
Hey, buddy.
That's Buckley. Not much of a guard dog,
That's a good boy.
but he's good to have around.
Alright, I'm rubbing some stuff here. Stealing.
These two geniuses are gonna bring this plant back to life.
We think we got it this time.
And I'm taking your
You don't believe
gear.
us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it two.
We're almost ready. They just need to finish putting the shield back on.
No rush.
Have I ever said something in a review or a video that you later on didn't agree as time went on? I don't think I did. I mean,
Let's see what we got.
sometimes I'm probably say some stupid shit. I mean, things like maybe I should have put it in a different ways and stuff like that, but mostly, nah.
This should help us out.
Album reviews on private, what do you mean? LeBlond, I said Homo homini lupus, Latin
To the left. Watch it.
Latin phrase meaning that people are like wolves to each other.
Okay, that's
That
good.
is,
Lower it. Slowly.
in the end, they only care for themselves. And they will feed on each other if needed be.
All right. That's good.
Tommy's here. Good to go. Jimmy, 1 second. Okay, good to go.
Ready?
Go ahead. Hit it.
Here we go.
God damn. We did it, boys.
Casual observer, can you
Somebody get on the
give me some examples? What do you mean? Like, where did you get that information?
Pretty impressive. Looks like you're out $2 million.
Because there not supposed to be any private reviews. Yes, Joni. Whiskey. I actually have that whiskey. I'm quite soon to finish that bottle, which I have been sipping during these streams. Hako Köngas is such a weird name, like it's almost could be a band name. Yes, Kay, I think I've been playing this like 3 hours on every stream. Lapland, well, that's a cool name, and that explains it's not a typical southern Finnish name, and that is also to enlighten people who are beyond Finland, who are not Finnish in origin, the point is to say that Finland is quite a big country in land space and all, not so much population, and as such these different regions mean that we have quite different names. Casual, it's probably, those are probably the ones that are soon to be published. They're probably the scheduled ones. SK, really? You really like this game so much?
It's quite the crew you got here.
Yeah, they're good men. This place gives them a second chance. Gives us all a second chance.
Casual observer. I have
leave
probably
Boston?
scheduled for, videos for next 2 weeks already.
Been on quite the adventure, little brother.
And I need to do
reckon
that
it's got something to
because
do
when
with that
I'm
girl.
at vacation, I won't be
Got everything to do with that little girl.
filming any new review videos anyway. So I have
Go
to
on,
have
then.
this kind of a buffer,
She's immune.
so to speak.
Immune to what?
You know, I have to have videos ready
I know.
for
I've
when
seen her
I'm
breathe enough spores
on
to
my
take
summer
out a dozen
holiday,
men.
and you will still get reviews coming
wouldn't have
up,
believed
even
it
though
neither.
I'm not
I can
making
show
any
you.
new ones. So there are probably
All
some
right.
roughly 12 to
I'll
14
bite.
review videos
I'll
ready
bring her here.
I was supposed to
as
deliver
we
to the
speak.
Fireflies.
Like
I
next
figured that
week,
your boys,
and the week after that
you
is
finish the
already
job, you
totally
collect
done
the whole
for.
damn
I
Some
haven't seen a
have
firefly.
2 videos
You
per
know where
day,
they are.
some have 1 video
I'm
per
not
day, and
asking
I
for
will
much,
be
son. I
making
just want some
more.
simple
So
gear enough to set me
that's
on my
why
way.
so many of those review videos are
What
still
makes you think
hidden,
I'd do this
but
for
they
you?
will be
This
coming
isn't
out
for
in the
me,
following few
Tommy.
days.
This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now.
Moi, no, I
ain't
haven't.
talking
I
about
actually
some
haven't
walk
heard
in the park
any
shit.
album
Jesus,
by the
boy.
committee. The only
Have
time I
Maria
have
get some of your
actually
bored again friends to do it.
They
But
got families too.
heard
Tommy,
committee
I
when I
need
saw
this.
them live on Steel Chaos. At Steel Chaos, and they were pretty good. And I was like, okay, I have
want
to
some
check
gear?
out this album,
Sure.
this band on album as
But
well.
I ain't taking that girl off your hands.
This is how you gonna repay me, huh?
Repay you.
For all those goddamn years I took care of us.
Took care. That's what you call it? I got
Castle,
nothing but nightmares from
glad
those
to
years.
be
You
of help.
survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it.
I gotta say, I like the comedy style.
You wanna play the pissy little brother?
You know, live. It felt like
We ain't
this is
back in
a
Boston.
communistic
You lay your hands
commando
on me
black
again,
metal
it won't
band,
end well for you.
like an
The hell is that?
like
Well, I'm
a
gonna You still remember how to kill, right?
communist version of NSBM band in a way. So kind of a feeling of dangerous mystique.
Bandit!
But
Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
not being, you know, on the right side of things. In my opinion, we kind of do, because after all, it would make things more interesting. And you also have to remember that communism means atheism. Chef Form, that sounds like a really great thing. And Arve, I think that is very true. So many bands from the left side seem to be about grind or punk. SK, I don't know if that's actually true, but if you have any evidence, I'm more than happy to read about it. I got more the impression that they were, vouching for 1940s National Socialism, as well as what Stalin did. So I don't know if they're exactly Antifa, but to be honest, I don't know.
Come on.
I'll check out.
I don't think that you necessarily need more politics in order to be something else than just safe space. So I would say fuck off these political things. But you can have the not so safe feeling even without being political. Yes, Cosmic, that's my point exactly.
Can you get out of there?
If you think about like bands like Armageddon, like things like that back in the days, I think it's kind of a we could be pretty. I think we can pretty much agree. I was going to say we can say it's safe to say, but felt it's what a bit awkward. It's pretty safe to say that bands like Armageddon and bands like that are not safe space bands. So many bands in the 90s, especially, were not about being safe space, even though they were not political. And yeah, I understand, I agree with you, Autumn Leaves. About that point that, you know, fantasy lyrics are not exactly coolest thing out there. So many occult bands seem to have nonsense lyrics, like basically things from role-playing games and stuff like that. SK, okay, that explains. Yeah, black thrash metal used to be so much cooler because it was about making statements and all. That's what I like. So many thrash metal bands. I can respect some parts of Antifa, but in general, I don't like them. And it's not because I was in the right, because I never were on the right side. But it's more about because I don't agree with Antifa politics. What do I think about Peste Noir is that the music is quite shitty. And pretty much what SK said about it. I saw them live at Steel Fest, and to be honest, they were horrible. I really can't even relate SK, sorry, Peste Noir being like black metal for many parts. I know La Blonde likes it a lot. wrong with that. But not just my cup of tea at all. Not that I've heard most of their music, but what I have, I just don't. I just can't get my head around it. But I mean, why I dislike Antifa so much is that they just shoot blanks in the dark. I mean, not blanks basically, but anyway. So they're putting bands that are not political to begin with in the political area, and I think that's fucking sucks. The thing which I can, dig with Pest Noir is that they're at least doing their own stuff, and they don't sound generic. They don't like one of the other million bands, but other than that, not really anything for me. Greg, yeah, that's very true. Yeah, exactly. That threat that Antifa is threatening to get gigs cancelled, even with bands which are not fascist or right wing or anything like that, like that Horna and Take case proved to be. So if Antifa was, honest about with what they did, I mean, if they were only, picking the bands that are really all about that kind of stuff, I guess I could, in a way, respect them more, But they're full of shit with their just generalizations, It's like they're like, hey, this person is blonde. It must be Nazi. That kind of stuff, and it fucking makes me sick. Hello, Whiskey Jack. Ireland. Ireland is a beautiful place. They have beautiful people and beautiful drinks. Ireland. Take my heart. Exactly, La Blonde. Ireland is indeed a great place. People should visit Ireland. If those people, and political people especially, wouldn't be politicizing things all the time, it wouldn't be so goddamn annoying. Yoni, I agree.
You okay?
Yeah, Antifa doesn't like Marduk,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, Marduk is as Nazi
They were
as
coming in from that
Motorhead.
direction, and then Maria was like, we gotta run, and so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
God damn it.
Yoni, I'm
Need to
having
talk
whiskey
to
at
you.
home as well.
Absolutely not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
But I mean,
Do you have
it
any
used to
idea
be
how
like
many men we
this.
lost here today?
Nobody's guilty unless evidence is proven, right? That's the bottom
Does
line
that have
of
anything
any
to do with me?
civilized
Talk about
country.
it later.
But with Antifa logics, you are
Did he
guilty
tell you where the
even if
lab
not
is?
proven.
Talk about it later.
And that's what I don't like.
Later. Right.
And you know, just calling anybody a Nazi means that
One fuck up and then I
everybody
turn into
is
one of those
going to be
widows,
seen
okay?
as a Nazi, and then you lose the target.
I have to
You
do
know,
this.
because if
I don't
everything
know what
just
else to
looks
say.
like Nazi to you, just because you don't like it, well, you know, it's the new norm,
There we
so
go.
to speak.
You. If anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
She's thankful, you know.
But luckily, we have fests, we have events that don't
I'll
give a
take that girl of
damn
yours to the
whether a band
Fireflies.
is from the left
You don't have
or
to worry
from the
about it.
right, and they can do a kick
Best
with it
this way.
and not
Maybe
make
some real
it
good
a
will come of this.
political thing. That's what I like about Finnish
I need to talk
promoters.
to Ellie.
Because I mean, I don't care for NSPM, but I've seen
Say again, I didn't
bands
hear
like Goat Moon, I've seen bands like
you.
Absurd,
Oh,
I've
what
seen
is it?
bands like
That girl
Peste
of
Noir
yours, she
played
took one of our
live,
horses and rode off.
and there wasn't
Which
any
way?
Come on.
fights. There wasn't any political movement
Go
happening.
back inside.
It
Up there
was
to clean
just
the place
music
up.
and good time.
Careful out there.
No matter if you like the band or not.
There.
Yeah.
See the tracks?
La Blonde,
She couldn't have gotten
exactly.
far. We'll find her. Don't worry.
Politicizing bands is like
She usually
politicalizing
police stunts.
relationships and sex.
What's going on?
Sometimes sex is just sex. It's not a political statement. Good luck with that, Autumn Leaves. Because I know that not all the people in Antifa agree on
She didn't
this.
go down this way.
I have a friend who is part of Antifa stuff. He actually helped me a lot with things related to Rauta, and he didn't have any problem with those bands. So it's not that black and white that even Antifa is not, you know, that black and white. It's
Horse
more
tracks.
like
She went into these woods.
some people
Come on.
are like that. Some people are more reasonable than others.
There. More tracks.
Okay, good.
Get him.
Now this is like Red Dead Redemption. Post-apocalyptic. Yeah, well, when there are bands that start to preach and you don't like the message, just stop following the band, you know?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
There's a reason why I don't follow Christian bands.
How many do you see?
Or these
Too
unblack
goddamn many.
bands.
Go around, I'll cover you.
I never got to like Nocturnal Mortem too much either. Some of the stuff is okay, but mostly, nah. Autumn leaves, exactly. That guy wanted to lose his face.
He's over here! He's gonna burn!
You know, if you shoot Christian in the face with a shotgun, he really can't turn the other cheek because he doesn't have one.
Here it comes! You're gonna burn!
Cosmic is so right with this.
Fire in the hole! I'm gonna light you up! Here he is!
Yeah, I think there was this good comedian who is also a metalhead. Hughes something. He made this joke in his stand-up media special. So what if you're offended? Like, what happens if you're offended? It's not like a lepra. You should check out his comedy about, you know, that clip from YouTube. Even instead of watching this, instead of watching me game, you should rather see that. Just Google search it or YouTube search it, you know, being offended or something like that. Hughes, I think it was Stephen Hughes. You know, LeBlanc, you know why that's happening, by the way?
To your left.
Because people don't have real problems.
That's all of them.
Casual observer, exactly. When people don't have real problems, they start making those problems. You know? Maybe they need that. Maybe it's some biological need that we need to have problems so that we feel that we are surviving. So that we feel that we are alive and not just meaningless blobs in the universe. Which, factually, that's exactly what we are. So, if you take Cherry's rather cynical and very nihilistic approach into life, you will actually start thinking like, yeah, there is no meaning to this life. There is nothing in the universe that actually concerns us except our own lives. So, when you start thinking about that, you have two options. You either kill yourself because you find that all and everything is meaningless and there is no point to live on this planet because everything outside planet Earth is just vast cold space which will kill you instantaneously if you just go into that place. Or then you can take my approach and just not give a fuck that you are meaningless piece of carbon-based life form. So yeah, like LeBlanc said, if you're a decent problem and don't hurt anyone, no problemo. And then you can actually start, you know, enjoying life. Like Jeff said, only art. You know, you can just enjoy art and What do you mean, Yoni? What's Jerry's Gaming World? What do you mean by that? Now I kind of lost track. I was talking to you guys and I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I would say listen to music, have sex, lift weights, and then you have pretty much. Oh, you mean where I'm playing? In my office space, the so-called man cave, Rauta headquarters.
Come on, back to the horses.
Was that the question you wanted to make? And in case some people want to know where this is all located, it is southwest Finland, a city called Turku. Some 107,000 people by the seaside. Oh, you mean current games? Well, I just decided to call it quits with Gears 5. I was playing it last night on Xbox. But I got so annoyed with one of those boss combats. I decided like, it's stupid, I don't want to play it anymore. So I'm gonna... It's actually spelled, by the way, Turku, Turku, which I think is something like old Russian, might be old Latin, meaning a marketplace. The oldest city in Finland. Started in the 13th century. That's some history for you. This city is nearly 800 years old. Exactly. Turku. Means a marketplace. Sure, no problem. It's gonna be 800 years, I think, in a few years, because I think when I was born it was I think my dad had a bag which said something like 750 years old, and that was like when I was, and I think it was the year when I was born, so it's supposed to be 800 in like, I don't know, 5-6 years, I guess. I don't know what kind of celebration we will have, but I assume something. Lablon, music, sex, wine. Sign me up for that. Let's do it.
Look.
Hello, Natalie. Nice to have you here.
That's our horse. She's got to be there.
How are you doing in Germany? Having some booze? Free time? Good music, I hope? Good music always beats my rants anyway.
Area looks clear.
Hello, Rain Brain. That name, by the way, always makes me in a good mood. Rain Brain. It's so absurd name that, but it rhymes. Good mood name. Not a good name for a band, but totally good username.
Be careful.
Ellie?
No beer, Natalie. What is wrong with you? Do you have a fever?
Ellie? Christ.
Jameson whiskey. Good Irish budget whiskey, like we said. Yeah, Rainbrain, I mean, it's a compliment. It's a good name. It's a good name for a username anyway. But like I said, it wouldn't be a good name for a band. Unless you wanted to invoke some, I don't know, stoner band name with a lot of pot. Because Rainbrain sounds like a stoner band name, if you ask me. Yeah, give LaBlonde some good tips. She was just asking me for recommendations. Like, okay, so if these Rauta videos are not doing for it, like with all the suggestions and recommendations and reviews I'm doing there, like what the hell? Help the lady in question. Give her tips what to buy. Whiskey Jack, yeah, you should definitely come here. I think there is something similar with Irish people and Finnish. Rainbader, you're no stoner. Well, you surely have a stoner name.
There's that comics he's been reading.
Death Courier was pretty okay, but to be honest, I didn't find it that good. Not bad though. But yeah, I think people should visit Finland, even though Finland is expensive. Not Norway or Iceland expensive, but still. At least we have some good countryside and all that stuff. And good fests, obviously. Like Steel Fest and Steel Chaos. Turku saatanalla. Nummirok. I have been listening to just crappy music today. Just going through digital promos, of which none was good. The only good music today I heard was at the gym, and it was where they were playing some Rammstein. Oh shit, I missed a comment before. Oh, Cosmic's decent complication stuff. There was some longer comment and I couldn't read it. Couldn't read it because I was playing, obviously.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh?
Askelum in fame is
Running off
pretty
like
okay.
that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area
Oh,
better
fuck
than...
that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Oh, next
Maria
week.
told me about Sam.
Ellie?
My review of Slagmog. Not the Norwegian band, but the German Slagmog is coming out. That is a good
I'm
album.
sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
MGY is really good.
We are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone.
Yes, Joni, Last of Us 2 is coming in about
More inside already.
3 weeks. Roughly when the midsummer is about to take place. I need to finish this game before.
Where the hell are you? What you got?
Boom, headshot. Could I say you haven't heard Brusk? Isn't Celestia that French band? No. Yeah, please don't share any spoilers. Yeah, then I think I remember Celestia. Not that I have heard that band for a million years. Some French BM is very nice, but some is also very boring. Not boring maybe, but
All right.
some is just too melodic for my taste. But gotta say, I like the rawer black metal from France, like Mutilation. And the others of that noir scene.
We're clear.
But there's some bands from France which are way too melodic. For my taste, that is.
You want a hand up?
They're like
Got it.
those Quebec metal bands, but even more melodic. And sometimes that's just too much for me. But probably my favorite from France is Nehemah. Not only same here. Most of that is not for me. But I guess I can say the same about German black metal as well. I mean, way too many German black metal bands are so often some weird ass folky stuff.
Where is this lab of theirs?
It's all the way out, University of Eastern Colorado.
Go Bighorns.
Yeah, Nehemiah is very good.
Ellie, get off your horse. Give it on back to Tommy. I'm gonna hang on to this fella. That's all right with you. Go on, don't make me repeat myself.
What are you doing?
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Sorry for stealing your horse.
Well, come back to town. Let's discuss it at least.
You know me, my mind's all made up.
My favorite Swiss bands
University,
would probably
Eastern
be
Colorado.
Celtic Frost
How do I find this lab?
or Dark
Science
Space.
building. Looks like a giant mirror.
German
Can't
band?
miss it.
Got Hasis. Austrian band,
Care of that wife of yours.
maybe Abigor.
There's a place for you here.
I don't know.
You know?
I really don't have any
I'm good.
Austrian favorites.
Adios, little brother.
Somehow, yeah, it's good, but not as good as Celtic Frost. Yeah, Sodom is among the best from Germany. That's very true. Hello, Seaman.
Right, it's called turnover.
Haven't
And if you clear the 10
seen
yards, then
Seaman
that's it.
before.
For
online.
First down,
Seaman
that's
is
right.
a Norwegian name, right? Seaman
You've got to play it a couple
Harkestad.
times.
At
It all
least
makes
sounds
sense.
like very Norwegian. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let's go.
Okay. None of these buildings look like an room.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
Nice to have some Norwegians here. Welcome to the stream of nonsense, talk, and
That was fun.
Rauta's whiskey. Alright, great Seaman. Thanks for subscribing and nice to have you here. Oh, by the way, now that there are people online from various countries and all that stuff, would you like to have a normal stream that is no gaming at some point, if I were to do one? You know, like just me before the camera and all that stuff, with some booze and talk.
Stay, Callus. What kind of name is Callus, anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name. How many people do you think are there? Fireflies, I mean.
I don't know if that
You've
kind
got
of a
quite
stream
crew
would be
running that
interesting, but
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
could give it a try. I mean, I did some of those in 2019. Then you would have to look at my face instead of gaming, but at least I could focus better on answering and commenting. I mean, mostly I just want to play and relax and have a chat with you guys, but
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse.
Cosmic, why not?
I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
I mean, I guess that could be done.
Looks like someone jerry-rigged this thing. No juice.
Because at least I'm kind of so used to doing these reviews.
See if I can get the power back on.
I mean, wouldn't be a big of a problem for me.
Come on.
I could basically listen to it on my headphones and then make a quick review. Well, Absurd has been so much more than black metal, I think, much of its time. And that's why I'm not so fan of it. I mean, I don't even have a problem with them being, you know, politically this and that, but the music is more like happy-go, good mood. Kind of a happy-go rock and roll. What the fuck is this guy doing? Okay.
And that's that.
But for me, best German black metal band, got Harsis. And Mayhem Truth is very, very good. In case you missed, I did that Mayhem Truth classic review a few months back. God Harsis is just still so great. Maverick is also quite good, but haven't heard Flagras. Moonblood is quite okay. Hohenstein is quite okay. Slogmog is good. Like I said, review will be out next week. It's quite a new band. It's actually a side project. Hello Halbeer, nice to have you online. Me? Good. Just got a new puppy in the house. I have whiskey. I'm doing good at the gym. And I'm having a nice time with you people here online while playing The Last of Us. So can't really complain. And I had a lot of sushi today. Have I ever told you that I love sushi? We're just talking about our favorite German, Austrian and Swiss bands. What breed of sushi? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the dog? I'm so stupid. So sorry. I have no idea what's called in English. It's one of those. What the hell it is? I would need to check it out on my phone. What did you check out, Aske? I'll check out the... You do know that Mayhemic Truth is the pre-Mayhemic, pre-Morrigan. Castle Observer, Nagelfar is from Sweden, Nagelfar is from Germany. Nagelfar is actually quite good. Cosmic, since you ask, it's Dachshund. Dachshund, I guess it's in British. Castle, okay. Okay. Badger dog. That's a literal translation of what do we have? Dies Ate. No, I have no idea. But yeah, this is Dachshund and oh man, how cute it is. So now 2 pets once again. Used to have 4 when we moved here.
Hey, I was thinking I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact?
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself? Would have been cool. What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be
Zarathustra.
a singer.
Can't say it.
Shut up.
No, serious.
Sing something.
It rings a bell.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Alright, Cosmic. What got to do?
Please.
Go, scoot.
When I got to meet this new pup, it right away started to lick my face. I don't know what's going on, but I usually get along with all kinds of pets so well. I actually got that Illum Adora
Those
for
monkeys?
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
for review. Both new album and old. Monkeys.
kind of awesome.
First time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey. Should we have seen someone by now?
Maybe these guys like to keep a low profile.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, look. Fireflies. I'll stay with Callus.
I hate that name.
Watch yourself.
You too.
There it is. This won't budge.
Oh, Aske. Oh, nice to hear. Nice to hear. Yeah, Mayhem Truth is a great Bathory-like band. By the way, an anecdote to be told. I had a Mayhem Truth T-shirt for many years. Then Lauri of Satanic Warmaster said he wanted to have that shirt because it wasn't available. I decided, what the heck, and gave it to him a few years ago when he was recording some Archcoat material back then. We were having beers on the riverside, and I felt like, okay, I'll just give it to Lauri. Maybe he'll pay me back with some time. Someday. Jeff, I hope you will later on get that. Yeah, I was surprised to see that this Morrigan guy is doing some stuff with Finnish guys. I didn't know that, however, that he's living in Finland. La Blonde, cool. Still too bad Lauri never sent me that True Werewolf for review. Like he promised to do. Albert, cool. Small world indeed. Gotta hope I meet that guy at some point and can convince him to do an interview for Rauta. That would be cool, right? Lablon, no, he never did send me that True Werewolf. Otherwise, I would have been reviewing it already. Yay, clickers here. Yeah, I think LeBlanc, I think Lauri is just way too busy, to be honest. Just guessing, but I think that's why he hasn't done it. Glad you like it, LeBlanc. I remember I talked to you about this tie-dyeing light. Yeah, I hope to get some interviews done anyway. I mean, this COVID is just ruining so many possibilities. So nothing is really certain with interviews. So it seems like we're mostly stuck with, by we I mean me and my camera crew, we're mostly stuck with Finnish bands now. La Blonde, thank you. Glad to be of service, like the saying goes. Yeah, I've actually tried to contact Markov Beherit, that is Holocausto, but I haven't been able to reach him, neither via email nor Facebook message. Okay, things went south. Burn, motherfuckers, burn. Arve, yeah, I think it's actually we're doing pretty well here in Finland nowadays with all the bands and stuff like that. I mean, Finnish scene is it's strong, and I'm not saying this because I would have some kind of a national feeling about it. Because I mean, I don't. To be honest, whatever country delivers good music, I'm good with that. And it used to be Norway, which was the biggest king, but last couple of decades, Norwegian black metal hasn't been on the top of its game. So Finland and Sweden and other places have been taking that care. But yeah, regarding Beherit interview, I have been trying to reach Beherit guys, but so far no luck with that. So I don't know if it will ever happen. What I've understood is that Holocausto is not too much into doing an interview about Beherit. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. So who knows? Maybe at some point it would be cool. I mean possible. I would definitely do a Children of Bodom interview as well if I got to meet Alexi Laiho. You know? Because why the hell not? Arve, do you mean Eternal Flame of Gehenna? barely features me like for, I don't know, 30 seconds. Even though it was funny that I was mentioned on the backside of the DVD. You know, that DVD version of that documentary featured like features influencers such as Jerry, blah blah blah. But I wasn't there for more like a minute or 30 seconds or so. And that was years before Rauta. So it's not like Rauta had any meaning to that interview at all. Or that DVD text. Jeff, did you notice that I made a Zach Hall interview, by the way? Yeah, but that documentary, Eternal Flames of Gehenna, I think it's a good documentary about Finnish black metal scene. It's very, very honest and gives you quite a few underground Finnish black metal names. Hello, Gen X. So if there's one documentary about Finnish black metal, it's that one. So I urge people to see it. Not because of me anyway, of course, but... Yeah. Satanakia. Satanic Warmaster. Mikko Aspa. Holocaust of Beherit. People like that are the key members in that documentary. And the documentary was made by Sami Kettunen of Ride for Revenge. And Sami knows his shit. He's one of the most experienced guys in the Finnish black metal scene. Well, thank you, Gen X. I don't know why I would be awesome. I'm just a regular metalhead guy. But thanks for your words. Yes, I was interviewed for Devil's Cradle. Not too many answers actually
I'm fine.
appeared in that book. But I was featured in the book. I mean, I probably answered some 20 questions or so for that book as well. Yeah, The Devil's Cradle as a book is, in my opinion, even better than that Gehenna documentary movie.
Open the gate for us.
So definitely people should be reading that, but in case reading a book isn't in your, say, in case you don't want to do it, well, at least watch the documentary. But if you can, check them both the documentary and the book. Then you will get a good kind of a feeling, image of Finnish black metal scene.
Move the cart so we can open the gate.
Thank you, Autumn Leaves. That means a lot. I'm really happy to hear that you will value my work as important as such. Yeah, black metal has been kind of edgy always. I think it's part of the territory, really. Because, I mean, after all, black metal is kind of edgy by nature. Moon Citadel. Uh, don't really have an opinion about Moon Citadel. What about Unskapt? I remember some vague stuff about it, but now I need reminding. I remember there was something weird going on, but now I don't remember more details about it. I'm not actually sure if I have heard Moon Citadel.
Let's try the
I
gate.
mean, it rings a bell, but I am not sure if I have heard it.
Come on through.
I have heard Storm Heights' prior band, Wounds. It's funny, before Storm Height got into black metal, he played thrash metal, and he was, in my opinion, very apolitical guy at
Why
the
would they have
time.
infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah.
So when
I can
Storm
see
Height
that.
got into black metal and kind of forgot his thrash metal, it all changed quite a bit.
No guards. No nothing.
Gen X, yeah, but why?
Yeah,
Why
I'd expect
it
to
made
see
you
someone
so
by now.
uncomfortable?
Let's get inside.
Like, what's the reason?
Scoot back.
I remember something weird was going on with Unskapt, but I just can't get my
Scooch.
head around it. What it was? It had something to do with some creepy satanic shit, or am I thinking some other band now?
Have you ever been to one of these?
And
Well,
then I remember
university.
there was this one band which
No, not as a
name
student,
I
at
can't
least.
get
Why not?
in my head right now,
Uh,
which was all about
I
flirting
had
with
Sarah when I was pretty
pedophilia
young.
for the sake of being kind of
Were
a
you married?
more
Oh,
evil.
well.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
Next gym video, I don't know, usually I keep them rather short because,
Scoot back.
you know, making video at the gym makes my own training rather slow paced. Yes, Jeff, Woods of Infinity, thank you. And I remember Woods of Infinity giving me this weird creep, like, are these guys serious about flirting with pedophilia? Is it all about flirting with this kind of topic to make them for kind of a more edgy? Like the same way like some bands wanna be so much NSPM
We better.
just in order to make them more evil. So I don't know what's the real story with Woods of Infinity, but yeah, I remember they had this aura of like, let's add
Scoot on back.
these topics into our music, and so it's more scary. So about gym video, once again I kind of forgot to answer fully, is that when I'm making gym videos, my own training suffers a bit from that. So I don't know when a video about that is coming.
What about over there?
Yeah, that looks like a way in.
Usually I just take short snippets of my gym training,
It's
like
rusted shut.
maybe the
Let's find
heavy set
another
of
way.
deadlifting or
Maybe we can get over it.
Scoot back.
squats or benching or whatever. But I'll try to do at some point a new gym video.
Let's go. All right, come on.
My deadlift, it's been 250 kilos at best. That was about a year and a half ago. But I don't know how much I would do right now. When I hurt my back earlier this spring, my squat and deadlift took a little bit of a hit, so not doing as much nowadays. But it seems like I'm getting back into the game. Today I did with a stiff bar 8 reps with 202.5 kilos. So I think I would have gotten a 10 if I had a deadlift bar, but it was used by other person at the gym, so I don't know, but it feels like I'm regaining my strength at the moment. Now I need to take a piss, so excuse me for a couple of minutes. I need to take a leak, and then I will get some more whiskey. Be right back. And back in the business. It seems like me and Natalie had a crossfire piss taken. Do you know what a crossfire piss is? It's when two guys, Natalie is not a guy, I could tell you that much. Never have been meeting
You want to go
her.
somewhere, or you just want to kind of stand
So,
and do nothing?
crossfire piss is when two guys piss in such a manner that they piss in a little bit different direction, and their piss meets the other one's piss mid-air, and they kind of create this cross. I don't know if it makes any sense, but just saying. I have this habit of talking a lot of nonsense. Yeah, crossing the streams, it's like a magical bond between two guys. I don't know how it would be possible between me and Natalie, given that we are not the same gender, but I'm sure it would be interesting. And about the powerlifting results, I really suck at bench, having been only benched like 120. I know it's very, very little, but I'm pretty individual. Then again, my squat is pretty decent. I did 230, like 2019 April. Nowadays, I would have to guess that my I would have nowadays I would say that my squat is around 215, 217, something like that, and my deadlift is probably 240 at the moment. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I've been to Berlin once. I don't know why I didn't like Berlin that much, but being a big city and all, I was a little bit disappointed. But there was this bar, Paul's Metal Egg. Natalie, have you been there? I'd probably ask you this already when I was streaming Uncharted. Paul's Metal Egg. Yoko Aho's new gym. No, I haven't. I didn't even know he has a new gym. Yeah, we were like 3 times at Paul's Metal Egg when I was spending like 1 week in Berlin. This was like 2009, I guess. Yeah, that was a cool place. There was this tragic story that me and my friends were trying to get into a nightclub.
Go, scoot.
And after a long wait, we couldn't get in a Berlin nightclub because we had like 4 guys. And we were so annoyed. We had just enjoyed some booze from local Lidl. We had been enjoying some vodka, some beer, and then we were so disappointed not getting in to this nightclub or whatever. So we went to a gas station. We bought up maybe 6-pack of beer from that gas station and we're wondering what the hell should we do because we're not getting into clubs. And then there was this kind of a metal looking guy, maybe a hardcore guy at the counter at that gas station selling us beer, and I figured out, okay, this guy has a lot of tattoos. He must know something about places that are suitable for metalheads. So like, okay, bitte, mister, please help us out. Where should we go? You know, because we're not getting into those nightclubs and we want to see some bars or whatever. And he gave us this name, Paul's Metal Egg. And there we went and had a lot of booze. But I guess I told you already that story. And now where the fuck I'm supposed to go in this game? Yeah, I know what you mean, Autumn Leaves, but the bottom line is at least this guy had some tattoos, so it was kind of a sign for us to at least ask. And no, he knew this metal bar, so it was helpful. And so we spent a lot of time in that bar. Jeff, I get you. Tattoos now are not for everybody. Jen, guess what? I been to Dublin once. Like a week minus a day when we were at Belfast. And I liked Dublin. It was very international, yet very Irish. So, Dublin, sure. I like that place. And people were nice. Whiskey was good. Booze were good. Autumn leaves, that would be cool. I've been to London like twice, but I didn't have time to go to metal bars. Alright, good night, Natalie. What should I say? Gute Nacht. Oh man, that sucks, Gen X. Now where the hell I'm supposed to go? On the top of that car, I guess. Ellie, move. Well, blonde, why not? Why not London? Well, there's something weird with me, but I like big cities. I like international cities. New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, London, Dublin, heck, even Berlin, and of course Prague. I'm a city boy for real. Even though I live in countryside, I mean I love big cities.
Thanks. Let's look around.
Well, with pandemia, yeah. Of course, things are bad. Glasgow is also nice. Edinburgh is nice. So, I mean, whatever big cities I go to, I always like them. Yeah, of course, the real England is Yorkshire, not Northumberland, Cumbria. You know nothing, city boys. Come to countryside.
looks good.
But yeah, if LeBlanc invites me North England, then I must go there. Because otherwise I would be just impolite. Impolite prick. No, come on, Autumn Leaves. Scotland is beautiful. Morjes Vaasa ku Koivuniemi. Maybe in, I don't know, 45 minutes, I guess. Saku Koivuniemi, how has your ice hockey goals been going? Well, Gen X, I don't know. I mean, I like both. I like rural places and I like urban places. So like I said, I really like places like New York. I mean, I'm a big fan of those big cities. But also, I mean, like I said, I live in countryside and I'm just happy to be here. And we don't have big cities in Finland, really. Even Helsinki area is relatively small when we're talking about big world. Like, so relatively speaking, we're all countryside people, but nah. Of course, there are people who like cities. I guess I like them more than average, but I mean, both are really good. I like traveling a lot. Autumn leaves, that's probably true. I wouldn't understand the half of it, but that's also a lot of fun. I like different accents, which you can pretty much figure out from how much I play with those accents in my review videos. Thank you, LeBlanc. I'll take you as my personal guide for fun and exploring. Gen X, yeah, that's how I like to think about it. I mean, world is so vast and big, and I mean, there are always great people in any places you go. So I don't, you know,
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
I don't disrespect different ways of living, so to speak. Cosmic, once again, remind me what area that was exactly. That South Texas? Carolina? Alabama? Well, Gen X, that's some weird ass Finnish. Or I'd like blonde. I'll take your word for that. It's like an oath. I'm gonna take Jerry for a trip through these parts of the woods. Yeah, baby. Show me the best places to get wasted and some cheap prostitutes.
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
I don't get it.
Autumn leaves. Yes,
Looks
it
like they all
was.
packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
It sounds
Stay
like
close.
not written by a Finnish person. I mean, I could totally understand it, but it sounds like Google translation. Oh yeah, Cosmic. That's the kind of places I would definitely want to visit. I mean, for real, no sarcasm here, because I mean, I've seen those big cities, and I know what kind of people they are. I mean, to some extent, anyway. but I would love to see real, big ass cowboy countryside. Because I mean, I had a great time, for example, in Texas.
There are no bodies. That's good, right?
We find out where they went.
I've only been to places like Oklahoma and Texas, some parts of New Mexico. For some reason, I never tasted, by the way, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know why. I probably missed something essential. But yeah, never been to Mississippi area, but I would love to. I would love to see Alabama, Carolina, stuff like that. And yeah, Welsh is a weird ass language. Something that I cannot understand shit about. Not that I understand in general shit about anything. I'm just a simple motherfucking guy. Literally motherfucking. Yeah, Georgia too. That would be great. I mean, I remember when we did that road trip in 2013. It was really great, for example, when we were driving from Los Angeles area to a San Francisco area, and between those two big cities, we had a stop at a place which had like, I don't know, 7,000 people. Basically a very small village in the middle of nowhere. Also, when we had to gas our car, I think we were on our way to Oklahoma to Nevada, I think. We we took a break in a place called what the hell it was? Very kind of a generic name. Uh, can't remember it right now, but it had 800 people. It was founded already in the 19th century. As Autumn lives English in school. Do I understand bits of pieces of Hungarian? No, even though it's related to Finnish language. It's still very different. Of Estonian language. Some words here and there, maybe. Casual observer, indeed. And yeah, America is so... That what some Europeans don't realize. That America as a country, that is United States of America, is basically as big as whole Europe. So even though the currency remains the same and the language is kind of the same, it's still very different from different states.
Shit.
To be honest, I don't know. I don't remember how it was in that small city.
So it's probably clickers, right?
No, clickers don't hide.
It was something very generic name. Now I'm a little bit annoyed that I cannot get the name in my head. It was kind of like one of those post office crossing towns. something very, very generic was in the name. Anyway, it was really fun because we had to stop there just, get gas for our car. And it was like an old saloon, that bar right there. I mean, it was some good old saloon feeling, and it had like 800 people.
These ain't clickers.
Yeah. No fireflies either. Well, maybe
I
all
think
that
that was a
research
kind
will
of
turn
a
into fucking monkeys.
small town between
Search, we'll find
Flagstaff and Oklahoma City, something like, or Albuquerque and Oklahoma City, something like that. Anyway, autumn leaves, yes it is kind of a, I mean, we have longer distances than in England, all in all. But yeah, the names are, I was mentioning earlier on in the stream when Jouni commented something like him being from Lapland. Yeah, the accent areas, the regions are quite different from one another. So the accents are very, very different. Even if you travel like 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, and you will hear the accent already changing. I can strongly recommend traveling in the United States, around the United States. My dream would be spend a year in the United States in such a fashion that I would spend like
Yeah,
1
no shit.
week in each state, so that it would take roughly a year in the whole country. Like 1 week in Florida, 1 week in New York, 1 week in Massachusetts, 1 week in South Carolina, and all that stuff. Yes, Rain Brain, you missed a whole lot of good jokes and
Is it far?
Very close. I mean, on horseback.
porno stories and all that
What?
stuff.
Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh!
You also missed the next week's lottery numbers, which are going to win.
What the fuck are these guys?
It don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
It might be a year of stress, for sure. But it also might be a fun year. I don't know. But then again, these are just the kind of, dreams and plans and whatever. Nothing realistic. Yes, Cosmic. That's the most important thing, yeah. It would be fun to make something really important, exclusive stuff with some bands or labels, but not with the channel size. Not just yet, anyway. Kessel, live where?
There's 2 ways out of this.
Fucking dead.
Where in the United States?
Piece of shit.
Tesla Blonde, welcome. There's not really a shed, but you can always set up a tent. Or build your own shed. Or maybe you can just move into my man cave. What really tempts me in Florida is the fact that so much drug money has been in that city. Makes the whole city so much intriguing, you know? All the bloody crimes. I remember Massachusetts area being nice. Boston, Quincy. And yeah, things are different when you're older. That's for sure.
Ellie, cover me!
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's quite possible. I think it's given when things are like this.
Stay down.
You asshole!
What do you mean, Gen X? I mean, it's absolutely normal to dislike some versions more than others. I mean, any normal people would, like, for example, dislike
What do you want me to do?
Catholics.
What? Oh man. Joel?
I need you to pull.
Okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
What kind of pain was brought to your parents, Arve, if you don't mind us asking?
Get to the damn horse.
Okay. I don't see anyone. Let's go.
Yeah, I gotta say, when I was in my 20s, I was thinking about possibilities to burn a church. But nowadays I wouldn't do it, even though I still am kind of a supporting of that. I mean, old buildings are just buildings. That is not changing anything really. But then again, they are also just buildings. I don't mind if they are burned to the ground. In Finland, the most Christians you will find likable are just the kind of I don't know what's the word for that, but are not Christians by selection, but kind of a habit, you know? Like, for example, Enochian Crescent had this t-shirt which said basically like, baptized by force, or baptized against one's will.
Okay.
Roughly translated. And that's exactly what it means. Even our parents, like my parents, they were not religious persons. But I was baptized because it's just a habit, you know?
There's no one here. Hurry. You're doing good. Just keep
Autumn lives, yeah, in that respect. But also you have to understand that churches,
lean on me.
especially in Northern Europe,
Well, can you walk?
are
Then fucking walk.
much like places of celebration of Holocaust in a way. So yeah, we could see them like local places of
There's the exit.
Auschwitz or Birkenau, even though not mass destruction happened in those places, but they were places where this kind of cultural destruction and killing of people would be like agreed to be okay to do, you know? So let's assume that Jewish people wanted to see places like Auschwitz and Birkenau destroyed, because they would be nothing
Put your arm around me.
but the kind of a memorial buildings
Let's go.
of this cruel killing of
Swear to
people.
God, I get you out of this.
In the same sense, we could say these temples, which are called churches, should be, you know, destroyed or taken into pieces.
I'll get the door.
No problem, I'm just offering a different perspective.
There you go.
Because I mean, in Nordic countries, people were basically force-fed into Christianity, like putting their, you know, swords on your neck and saying like, "Are you ready to take Jesus in your heart, or will you die?" And of course, people are like, "Okay, okay, just baptize me. I want to leave." You know,
Get on?
you can just pretty much say like, "Fuck off, Christ," and not believe in that stuff, even if you're baptized. Cool to know, Arve. I didn't know that he wasn't
I think
joking.
we're safe. Joel?
Cosmic, yeah.
Joel?
Of course, the same thing could be said.
Joel.
But like I said, in the Nordic countries, mosques and synagogues
Get up,
are
get up.
not the temples
You gotta tell me
of
what to do.
repression,
You gotta
you
get
know?
up.
It's not like here, you know, they are like the symbols of people being repressed into the religion. So here they are like symbols of victory over paganism, the local country. And doesn't matter if you even believe in local pagan stuff. It it just proves that this culture was destroyed by this religion called Christianity. So back in the days, of course, Islam and Jewish religion or whatever,
This won't last very
they
long.
didn't have any place here. So obviously, if you take uh, the black metal perspective into Christianity, you know, it
Not
has
the
nothing
Starling.
to do with any other religion but Christianity. So basically, by the way, it's nice that you actually follow what's
Where'd you
happening
go?
in the game. I don't pay so much attention because I played this game through before, but I'm happy you actually happen in the game instead of just me talking. Well, this game is trying to make a point, so it's good that not only people get killed but also animals. You get to understand this is post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, and bunnies are cute in my opinion too. Yeah, fuck Joel. He was too old anyway. Well, you haven't seen it all yet. This actually started with a very violent stuff. And yeah, eating meat, you have to understand that no meat comes from a machine. It comes from living beings. Like in, it seems like some youngsters nowadays don't understand that electricity just doesn't come from the wall socket, or that money doesn't just come from the wall either, you know?
Come on, Ellie.
And that's how I failed for the first time as well. Well, the school system in Finland at least is very cool, and Finland has been appreciated by that many, many times. So I don't think schools should be burned down.
He heard that.
So like I was saying, when it comes to Nordic black metal anyway, Norway, Norway, Finland, Sweden, Iceland, places like that, you have to understand that Christianity is in a very, very different position than other major religions. So that's the reason why so many Norwegian bands, for example, or Swedish or Finnish, had problem to begin with Christianity and not so much others. If you look at 1990s Nordic black metal thing,
Gotcha.
it had nothing to do with Muslims or Jewish people or like that. So everything boils down to the very fact that it's all about offending the Nordic nature with Christianity. Yeah, Denmark is definitely a Nordic country as well, of course.
Easy, easy. Oh, man.
So all of the Nordic countries are more or less stained by violent Christianity. And that's why so many young people from Nordic countries making black metal were so much offended by Christianity and wanted to kind of smack down Jesus a bit. So it's not some mystic thing here. I started Witcher 3 like a couple of years ago, but for some reason I didn't continue, so basically I have to restart it when I'm getting there. And of course it's not just Nordic countries, it applies to England as well, German. All these countries were more or less raped by Christian mentality. So you all have to understand that our own pagan ancestors were conquered by Abrahamic religions. Now, whether you like Jesus or not, you still have to understand that this peaceful religion didn't come here in a peaceful way. So it's all more or less force-fed. And that's one of the reasons why, me included, so many of Nordic black metal bands and European black metal bands in general are more against Christianity than any other religions. Like some people are nowadays saying, yeah, what about Islam? Like, why don't you write about that? And what about these other religions? Well, the thing is, they didn't start the whole shit show. And yeah, Jeff, to comment your earlier point, faith and religion, they are indeed two different things.
Who's there?
Now, a normal man
Come
would
out!
just keep a faith to himself, you know?
Hello?
Say like, I believe in
just wanna
God
talk.
and
Any
I'm
sudden
not gonna
moves and I put
force
one
fate
right between
into
your eyes.
others.
Ditto for
But
Buddy
much
Boy
like
over there.
politics,
What do you
religion
want?
is a tool for bringing people
Name's David.
down,
This
putting
here's
the
my friend
flock,
James. We're from a
you know,
larger
together.
group. Women, children. They're all very, very hungry.
Yes, Aske, I
So am
know
I.
that King Olaf,
Women and children. All
or
very hungry
Olav,
too.
is one
Well,
to blame for.
Maybe we could trade you for some of that meat there. What do you need?
Is one of the ones to blame too about
Weapons,
how Christianity
ammo,
got into
clothes.
Norway
Medicine.
and then from other countries. And yeah, religion
have
is
any
the
antibiotics?
tool how people use
We do. Back at the
to
camp.
put the flock
Welcome
into
to follow us
I'm
back.
not following you anywhere. Buddy Boy can go get it. He comes
Well,
back
there's
with
a
what I need.
theory
The deer is all
that
yours. Anyone else shows up,
You put
Christianity
one right
was
between my eyes.
created as a crowd control
Two bottles of
tool
penicillin
by
in a
Roman
syringe.
people.
Make it
That
fast.
originally there was nothing
home.
about faith related to that, but just a tool to, you know,
I'll take that
control
rifle.
people.
Of course.
And people are easy to get
Back up.
controlled when you can promise things like eternal life or forgiveness or shit like that, you know?
It's probably gonna be a while. You, mind if we take some shelter from the cold?
Bring him with us.
Oh, Oblon, thank you. I could actually rent this for a long time, and maybe I will do it on the non-gaming stream at some point.
there?
Because that is a topic
shouldn't
that
be out here
basically
all on your own.
would need more focus than I can do
I don't like
with
company.
gaming. And no, I'm not that well read. I want to underline that
What's your
these
name?
are all bits and pieces, not some
Why?
academic stuff.
Look, I
It's
understand
not like
it's not easy to
this is.
trust a couple of strangers.
I have a doctor's degree on history
Whoever's
and
hurt,
anything,
you clearly
but
care about them.
yeah, you have to understand
Sure
the
it's gonna be
basics,
just fine.
like where your country is coming from, what kind of cultural
We'll see.
cultural background there is, and all that stuff. Yeah, Asuke is right on the spot here. When you get to select the question, are you gonna live or are you gonna die? There's no question about it
another
which
gun?
way you're gonna do. Because I mean, if you
Sorry.
die, that's bye-bye.
Really like my rifle back now.
Doesn't
No,
matter
you have your pistol.
what kind of religion you have.
You know how to use that thing.
Because,
I've had
I
some
mean, you can
practice.
be on the outside. You can, for example, wear your
What? We have to
crosses
keep
and
them out.
whatever, and still be inside a
So they
pagan
don't find him.
or whatever.
Cover the windows.
But if you die, doesn't matter what you believe in or otherwise, because you're dead anyway.
Make every shot count now.
Before.
Go! Here, on the right. You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am. Give me a
Technically speaking, I'm agnostic as well, but I know it's usually seen as atheism.
Come on!
And I'm coming through the window.
Well, yeah, exactly. And even your senses are not fully guaranteed, you know? So that makes this life even more interesting.
On this side.
That's also the point in philosophy.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Nothing over here.
Don't make this whole combat start again.
Oh, there's a whole lot of them coming at us. They're in here.
I let the motherfucker kill the liquor. I'm gonna save my own bullets, right? Seems not.
Yeah, I got more rifle ammo.
Yeah, of course life was easier because when you were a kid, your parents were taking care of you.
Screw it. We're getting out of this room.
It's like this Pink Floyd song, you know, High Hopes, one of the best songs ever in my opinion. All genres included. It basically said, you know, the grass was greener. And the lights were brighter. That is a song I would... If there was a one song I really should listen to.
Do you know where you're going?
Which I hope is gonna be played at my funeral. I mean, not that I will be present there, but high hopes.
This way.
Right behind you.
In my funeral, that song should be played. And there are some lyrics people would actually read, because Pink Floyd makes some great lyrics.
You don't need to worry about me.
Well, yeah, Division Bell or Momentary Lapse of Reason would be my
Stay close.
favorites.
Come on.
But yeah, High Hopes,
Hey, kid,
you know,
all
those lyrics, so goddamn great. But guess what, people? It's 3:15 here, and I need to get up for noon. I think we'll just quit with High Hopes and continue from this cliffhanger the next time. Are you cool with that? Yeah, Eddie's music is the best shit. I have a vague recollection of this part of the game. Yeah, glad you enjoyed the stream once again. Sometimes these stream talks go rather deep, and sometimes it's all about just basic metal stuff. I mean, even I don't know always how these things are gonna take place. Hey, motherfucker, please step on the... And I think I'm gonna just finish this part of the game. And now this is a good place to do a little bit of a save game. Yes, good cliffhanger and good talks with you people. You made good points once again. Now, if anybody was taking a look at this stream at all and paying attention to what you people had to say, and maybe what I had to say, can't really say that metal people are dumb. People have brains, or massive collective brain. And we're able to think about stuff and talk about stuff. Now, go to check out that Elder. It's a great band. And you people, good night wherever you are. And have a great day, have a great weekend. And as you all know, more reviews coming your way every day. Take care, my friends, and good night.